Tiny GB will always be the most prolific robber to come out of Lewisham. And that's a fact. He was also once upon a time the most feared person in Lewisham, and he put in a lot of groundworks in the streets. However, what Tiny fails to accept is that he's been surpassed and he can't take it. So it burns him deep inside, and he has become so bitter to the point he's lost composure and becoming an informer by putting people down by any means, just to make himself feel like he's top dog, and constantly telling stories to try and get people locked up. What makes Tiny rubbed out is the fact that he was a snake to everyone in his ends. He constantly jumped ships and repped another crew from an ends he's not from. That's proper moist and a total beg friend. He also never tells the truth about the L's he took. For example, Quincy punched off his face and he was shook to fight back. Daniel Holder was looking for him and he was shook. Trevor said he was banned from the ghetto, which is the name for the Lewisham ends, and Tiny was shook. Also, he hasn't dropped anyone. Not to say it's anything great. He says Quincy is fake, but forgets to tell people that he brand Quincy to Lewisham to help back his beef. He says Coley is fake, but forgets to tell people that Coley was the only person that reached out to him when nobody wanted to deal with him. He says Lambie is fake, but forgets he was running constantly from Lambie. There's a pattern here, and the pattern is Tiny is an evil, jealous man. Tiny talks shit constantly and can't deal with the fact that nobody rates him. And in Lewisham, everyone rates Sparks, Trevor, Zags, Coley, Skills, Smiley, Sanjay, Delpy and Moshkid. Tiny forgets to tell people the part that he was so hooked on crack it took over his life. He was on the numbers with nonces and he can't get away from that. The fact of the matter is he was once bad but came home and he's now washed up and nobody rates him. He needs to seek professional help. Imagine being 60 years old with no friends and no home, living from hotel to hotel. He's basically like a black gypsy traveller. He needs to just quit and call it a day.